we would like to introduce the use of customware.net, here related to customer analysis and processing in the solution we are proposing. First, we are presenting Products Manager, where we can see which parameters can be defined on the level of product definition to have structured products offered to customers. All loans are divided in contract types, and the bank can define different contract types based on the basic loan, such as business loans, consumer loans, and so on. After that, we can go to product definition and set the criteria. For business loans, we can see there are a lot of different products present. The bank can define the minimum and the maximum amount for loan product definition. Then minimum and maximum terms. As you can see here, from 1 to 180 months, and we are able to change it. We can define here different factors for the calculation of payment schedule, then go to parameters for interest rate, where I can define medium interest rate, and then negotiation permissions. We can, of course, define different constraints based on policy. We can see that for different roles or positions in the bank there can be established different margins for negotiation, and then it is treated as plus, minus or medium limits, thus allowing different roles to have different limits to set and approve rates of certain product which is offered to the customer. The same is related to disbursement fee and many other parameters. Also, the loan destination can be defined for each product to control that a loan is used only for the destination it was intended to. Here we are adding some other destination, meaning that for certain products another destination is allowed. Also, we can control that certain loans are allowed only for certain economic activities. The loan module allows to define in which branch are certain product definitions available, so you can cluster the loan products according to geographical position. On the level of product definition, it is allowed to define different templates for contact and printouts and reports for the credit committee resume, and then to define that certain product definitions are available only for certain client types. Next, let's see how we can define workflows for processing loan applications. We have created an engine which is allowing one to build workflows where different steps of loan application can be processed. This way, depending on certain conditions, we can move tasks for loan application from one user with certain role to another and distribute tasks across the bank's departments, according to parameters which were introduced on certain step of the workflow. Here is an example of a complex loan workflow which is sequentially processing loan application which we are making for one of our customers. Offers are initiated with a task which is made by a certain user. Here we are starting the process with offer to customer, and then, as you can see, for different types of customers it is possible to capture different information related to the client. This data can be retrieved from the system and amended also in the later stages. The complexity of the screen is related to the type of the product definition and the type of customer, so the work of user is optimized so that he or she can register only that data which is necessary at a certain point of time. After registering the client, we can select product definition and registered amount, time, and all other information is validated according to the constraints of current definition. We propose certain interest rates, loan disbursement fee, and then we can finally register the offer to the client. The next step is the waiting room. The waiting rooms is a dashboard with all tasks for users. Here we are assuming that customers have accepted our offer and we are in the analysis process of the loan application with tasks which are assigned to different users. Now we can go to the option of collateral registration and register different types of collateral which are proposed by the customer. Here we can select the pledge, and, as you can see, there are different attributes depending on the type of the pledge, and all these attributes can be defined by the bank. This is allowing to describe properly all items which are taken as collateral by the bank and use them in contracts for collateral. At the same time, those attributes are allowing to identify them uniquely, and to register them in the state registry for collateral, if such one is used. For each collateral we can define on which address it can be found. We are registering market value. Here is the simple market value, But for mortgages we have the possibility to register several amounts according to the evaluation. Based on different methods of estimating market values, we can calculate the one which will be used in our estimation and accounting. For mortgages, as shown here, we can register based on one real estate, several mortgages splitting one real estate on several parts. The module is allowing to specify owners of this mortgage, and shares owned, as well. You can see that the set of mortgage attributes completely different comparing to the vehicle part. We can put additional attributes and certain validators which will check if the data in this field is properly inserted and if certain type of item is really unique. We can, as well, specify percentage of shares which belong to an owner. Now we have registered collateral related to the loan application and the task is completed. There is another task, registration of the proposed parameters of the loan, which will be presented on the credit committee. We have the offer for the client, which was accepted by them, and now we have to move to another status and start preparation for credit committee, which means the analysis of customer. Of course, we can generate paying schedule, play with it, modify it. We can also go and register economic activity of the customer, and specify percentage or shares of each economic activity in the customer's business. there is a possibility to allow the user, loan officer or business analyst to register some additional, subjective information about the customer, so there is a free format text where unstructured data can be saved. It can be qualitative data about the customer. What are they doing now? This can be formatted and highlighted. But, equally, we have the possibility to insert tables, snapshots, and then save the information that must be available all the time and accessible for the whole pipe cycle of the loan and also for further loans of customer. The Financial Statements tab allows the registration of the financial statements of the customer. We have a tree structure to support the balance sheet of the customer, as well as the profit and loss statement. The banks can define their own structure depending on the product, type of customer, and certain items can be extended by the loan officer or credit analysts, where they can specify more details about specific items. Related to working with documents, we have the possibility to upload on certain steps of the workflow documents related to the product which we are addressing. For each product, we are specifying its relations and also the type of documents. An indefinite number of documents can be uploaded, as well as different types. There can be photos or documents, text documents or PDF documents. Once the documents are attributed and saved, they will be available from every part of the system depending on the need of the user and the permission. After saving the documents, the task is completed. We can see here that the documents are available and accessible. Basically, everywhere from the part that is related to those documents you can access those which are stored into electronic archive. The registration of related parties is done in this module. We are selecting the main customer who has applied for the loan, and then we can register several relations for him specifying related customer and type of relation. We are first searching for another customer. Then we are selecting the type of relation, and for each relation there can be attributes. Here, for example, we have the percentage of shares, and then registering relation. As a result of this registration, on the right pane we have a chart which is displaying relations and hierarchy of customers, and then we can register another one, finding another customer, and the chart is updated. The loan module features are flexible and can accommodate needs of several types of businesses to allow for an in-depth and documented analysis. Although complex, the tool is user-friendly and easy to work with, as well as reliable and secure.